Good afternoon. Welcome to GrainTV. My name's Cody Bills. This is Logan Burgess. Today is Thursday, the 24th of October, and we had the markets trading down a little bit here this morning. Corn trading down 2.5 cents. Wheat in Chicago down 5 1/4. Soybeans trading down 1/4 cent. And Kansas City wheat trading off 6.5. Now, one thing that we did get today, finally, after the government shutdown, is the export sales report. One of the numbers shocked. Why didn't it move the market, Logan?
Well, that number that people were talking about was the corn number. On the high end of expectations, people were looking for around 850,000 metric tons of corn. Reported sold during that week of October 3rd. We came in actually today at 1.3 million metric tons, so certainly a very strong showing there for corn. Soybeans and wheat both in line with expectations, so not a big story there. But, you know, that corn number was exceptionally strong, and as you mentioned, Cody, it really didn't do anything to bring the bulls into the market. One thing could be is because it's quite backdated, it's a little bit stale information at this point. But I guess in your mind, what does this kind of tell us about this corn market right now?
Well, I think really it tells us that we're having a little bit of seasonal pressure. I think that's been kind of weighing on all the grains here during harvest. And I think, you know, when we're looking at the weather here going forward this week during harvest, it's been pretty positive. There's haven't been any serious delays, pretty dry weather. And so I think that's putting a little bit of pressure here on corn and soybeans here moving forward. Keep in mind that next week we will be getting 3 export sales reports released, and I think that could throw a firecracker into the market. These reports will be for the week ending the 10th, the 17th, and the 24th. So when you get 3 different export sales reports, I think that could really start moving the market. We could get some direction there.
Yeah, you know, certainly I think it's going to take that to really kick this grain market higher in general. Let's take a look at some charts here. This is on the FireTip platform. If you want a demo, visit us over at grainhedge.com. First one here, though, we're looking at is that December 13 corn chart, and you can see, as Cody kind of mentioned, we do have some technical resistance here by way of the bottom side of this channel. We've tested it a couple times in the last several sessions, really unable to make a move higher. Switching over here, though, to soybeans, really a similar situation. We're now firmly above $13 a bushel, but this 50-day moving average has been capping the trade. There really hasn't been enough to get the bulls excited and give this market the incentive to make another move higher. I don't think it's going to do that without some pretty big numbers from that Thursday report, as you mentioned, Cody. And kind of the last one here is wheat. Very similar situation there as well. We were above $7 a bushel. We have this 200-day moving average, which has been in general capping the trade. And right now, if I was holding wheat, I'd be a little bit nervous about this market. Maybe get an idea of where the cash market is in your area, because if we get another hard day of selling here in the wheat market, it could signal a little bit of a near-term top here from a technical aspect. And I guess the bigger question is, moving down the road here, where are the big fundamental bullish stories going to come for wheat? Might be a good time to take off some risk there.
Yeah, I think, you know, when you look at this wheat chart, I mean, we're looking at that $7. It's a critical level. And then, of course, we made a run at that 200-day moving average. Couldn't get above it. I think right now this is a pattern of consolidation right around that $7 level. You know, like you said, if you get another hard day of selling and it brings us down below the range that we've traded in the last 4 days, I think that starts to spell a little bit of trouble here, and we may start to unwind. I mean, we've obviously had very strong fundamentals to talk about, but that Argentina story, when they last Friday released that they revised their production, and then they said, well, that wasn't the right number. I think that kind of, it may change your calculus a little bit, because, you know, when they release the number, you know, it's just not the bullish news that you thought it was on Friday. So just keep a close watch on wheat here, because I think it is kind of at a sensitive level right now. The export sales weren't all that impressive. You know, it came in within analysts' expectations. But you know, who knows? Maybe in the next Thursday, when we get export sales out, we may see a whole lot more sales than we anticipated.
Certainly, a lot of traders right now looking toward that Thursday report for some direction. Saw some weakness here in the grain market. We'll have to see how we close out the week tomorrow. Thanks a lot for joining us here on a Thursday for GrainTV. We'll see you then.